This is Ron Higgins for NOLA.com and the Times-Picayune, and it's the Sunday, July 19th edition of the First Cup of Coffee, the first thing that comes to my mind every morning about college sports. You know, I was trying to go back and review the SEC media days. It's almost a blur. You have 14 teams and all those coaches and players, and it's 4 days of madness with 1,200 of your closest friends. And going back and look at some of the things that were said during the week that really resonated with me. And one of them was from Arkansas coach Bret Bielema, who I really like as a coach, and I like his values as a person and how it really kind of permeates into its program. He was talking about in recruiting, one of the things he looks for in character, and it's a simple thing actually. It's social media. I mean, he can tell a lot about a player by what he puts up on Twitter. It's true. You can tell a person's character if you have any idea what they're all about. If you read some of the Twitter stuff and some of the stuff they put up, you kind of wonder. And I think Bret does that too. He said, quote, "If you have a social media handle or something on your Twitter account that makes me sick, I'm not going to recruit you. I've turned down players based on their Twitter handle. I've turned down players based on their Twitter pictures. It's just, that's how I choose to run our program. It's the things that Jeff Long, the athletic director, and our fans hold me accountable for. And it's, like you said, it's just how he chooses to run his program. And I like that. I mean, sometimes it's the basic things of judging a player's character when you recruit him. And you've got to have, you've got to try to figure out what a player is all about before you recruit him. It's kind of hard because high school coaches don't always tell you the truth about a kid because they want the kid recruited and it looks good on their resume. And, you try to rely on, I mean, some schools run a background check, but it's very costly, a criminal background check, and that's very costly. But you have to have this right away. You have to have players that are disciplined. Because if you don't discipline players right away, your program has a tendency to crumble, and you get a lot of bad publicity. It's like Florida State's going through right now. I mean, the players they have who've hit women. I'm not saying this is directly related to Jameis Winston and some of the problems he had, but Jameis Winston got away with a lot and served very little time of punishment for some of the things he did. And when your players on your team look at this and see, well, if Jameis can get away with it, maybe I can. Well, that's when you have problems on your team, and that's what Florida State is going through right now, which is why right away you got to toe the line. Coaches, you got to have players toe the line immediately, and part of that is choosing the right guys, which is very hard. And, if you use Twitter to do it, so be it. This is Ron Higgins for NOLA.com and the Times-Picayune, and that's the First Cup of Coffee for Sunday. We'll see you.